Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Semedo has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think his teammates will be hoping that he can use his searing pace to good effect. If he can get in behind the opposition on a regular basis, crosses, chances and goals are bound to follow. He could be a real asset for this team.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Joelinton. Ronaldinho. Joelinton. João Neves. Now it's Vitinha. Over to the left. And here's Neves. And it's Mendes. Now Gonçalo Inácio. Nicely shaped ball. And he was alert to it. Marquinhos. That's a lovely, neat pass. Rodrigo receives it in a good position here. Lovely feet. And that was very necessary. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And here's Rodrigo. João Neves. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Wriggles his way through. And here's Ronaldinho. Vinicius Junior! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Bernardo Silva. And that is as far as they're going to go. Portugal do have a chance to counter here. Gonçalo Inácio. Nuno Mendes. Bernardo Silva looking to run onto it. It's a mighty effort! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Ronaldinho. João Palhinha. And it's Semedo. Gonçalo Inácio. João Neves. Nicely weighted ball. He can run onto that. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Vitinha. Nelson Semedo. And he cuts out the supply. João Neves. Portugal looking to pass their way through. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's found a way through. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. This to make it 1-0. Wonderful save by Vitor Baia. And he's managed to get rid. Opts to play it back. Joelinton unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cute ball. Now, how can he reach it? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Now it's Ronaldinho. The referee's awarded a free kick. Pass somewhat off target. Semedo with the clearance. Can he get on the end of this? Palhinha gets over and intercepts.
Brazil couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
It's a goal kick. João Neves. And it's Semedo. Araujo. Now Gonçalo Inácio. And it's Bernardo Silva. Bout of passing here, really easy on the arm. Can he finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need.
And there's the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Caros espectadores, a vossa atenção. Temos aqui uma criança perdida. Pedimos aos pais da criança que vestam uma t-shirt amarela e sapatilhas pretas.
Here we go again. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Threads one in. João Neves. And João Palhinha looking for a runner. Shot could be on. He's shifting through the gears here. Brazil can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He's in a great position here. Vitinha.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Ball's gone out of play. And this is Ronaldinho. Well, that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Portugal choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Good read, needed to be. And here's Jesus. Chance, surely! And he was there to get a vital touch.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic. Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, that's well spotted. Still waiting for the game to take off here, 0-0. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Portugal finding their passes. Vitinha. Short changes him with that pass. Shoots! Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So this the chance to fire his team in front. One 0, never any doubt. As close to a certainty as can be.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Portugal penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
Gabriel Jesus showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Good ball, good take. And he's there to get it away.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he shoots! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Cafu. Gabriel Jesus. And he's there to belt it away. João Neves. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Now it's Ronaldinho, and here's Jesus. Araujo gets rid without sophistication. Thiago Silva. And it's Joe Linton. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, that has not gone well.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh no, what has happened here? Big chance! Shapes to shoot! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Defending was strong and firm. Nice looking ball. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 87. Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar o...
Bruno Guimaraes.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looking to play him in. Inacio kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. In with the challenge. Gonzalo Ramos, and the shot! They've done it! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Bruno Fernandes, and the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Cafu. That is lovely. Oh, that was vital. And the finish! Matthews Nunes. And that will be it. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Portugal can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for...
Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long passes. The opposition should be a little wary of committing too many men forward to attack, because if it does break down, this guy can get them in trouble pretty quickly.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's De Bruyne. That has been slung wide. Threads one in. Crosses it in here. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Dixon. Now he's got space here. Good read, needed to be. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Rice. Saliba. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Van de Ven. Akanji. And Alexander-Arnold. And it's Rice. Looking to play him in. Pass is just off target. Vardiol. That's a pretty loose pass. Looking for options for movement.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence...
Face to face with the keeper. And a shot! Oh, it's there! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Tottenham penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
And he's heaved it away. And here's De Bruyne. Saliba gets it away. And smartly reclaimed. And it's Bernardo Silva. Rice. Passing is crisp and sharp. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And he's found the way. Takes a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now it's Torres. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Well read, nice interception. Linton. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pass somewhat off target. Linton. Palmer. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, strongly challenged there. De Bruyne really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Now it's Torres. Now, what about a counter-attack? Saliba calmly anticipates. Rice. Alexander-Arnold.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Dixon. Well, that has not gone well. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that has been cut short. Saliba. Akanji. Van de Ven. Foot in. De Bruyne. Now who's going to be first to this? Aimed beyond the defence. Torres looking to get on the end of this. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. De Bruyne
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
He has found the way through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Tottenham are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Tottenham carrying a one-goal lead. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Picked out brilliantly. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? Bernardo Silva. And it's Palmer. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Torres.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rice. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Van de Ven. Spread neatly. De Bruyne. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And he was quick to react. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
No way through there. Alexander-Arnold. They've got a throw in. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Oh, super ball. Goes for a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. The ball swung in. He's tried one! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. Saliba. Nicely weighted ball. And that's been slipped through. He's having a shot!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he plays one through. Torres gets flagged offside. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Saliba. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Van de Ven. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Spread out to the left. Now it's Torres. Ambitious ball here. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Alexander-Arnold. Rice. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Not the most accurate pass. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Plays a sharp little ball here. Dixon. Nicely shaped ball.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
There's the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, taken with style! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Tottenham could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Can he get it through? Adams gets across to intercept that. That's a cute ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Time added on will... And that will be it. Tottenham can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always think that that brings excitement and entertainment to a game of football. And of course, his job is to supply, and it's never as easy as people think. But he's
tried one! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Great chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
I doubt very much that... Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Played in by Van Basten. Nicely weighted ball. Can he spark a counter here? There's the crossfield ball. Danielson on a charge down the left. Now it's a send. Goes for a shot! No, not quite. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And it's Kaka. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that has been slung wide. And he's managed to get free. Kokchu. Quarter of an hour played. That's a cute ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Portugal are very much in charge here, dominating possession, and a goal to the good. Kokchu is always looking to break lines. Now it's Musiala. Searching pass he's played there, and a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Marquinhos goes back to front. Great defending, strong and determined. Musiala has it in a wide position. And that is expertly dealt with. And it's made its way to him. A header! No mistake! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And he's worked it through. He's in a great position here. It's out for a goal kick. And he goes cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Looking for the run. Great ball, and he's in here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Musiala. And it's Kukçu. Reinders concedes a free kick for that. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 19.
Italy can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Numero 8. Pogba. Lasciano il campo per il numero 23.
And he's been shifted off it.
Il numero 25. Neymar.
Neymar takes control of it and he's on the move. Chance! Oh, extraordinary.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Rijkaard. Passing nice and neat. Portugal looking to pass their way through. Denilson. Can he get it through? Half-time coming up and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. And here's Kukçu. Van Basten. And it's Rijkaard. Here's a chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Musiala. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Kukçu. And it's Musiala. Has a shot! And this could be the final action of the first half.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's in on goal, and he shoots! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Kukçu brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
It's a searching pass. Defending was strong and firm. And the first half is done. Reflections on the first half?
Portugal really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Portugal go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 9, numero 13. Lasciano il campo per...
Here we go again then.
Il numero 17.
Van Basten. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Now, who's going to be first to this? It's a throw-in. Ah, looks a smashing ball. Backward it goes. Musiala. And he's whipped it across. And he gets rid in a hurry. Yamal. That's Eze. Yamal. And that is as far as they're going to go. Nagatomo. And it's Musiala. Van Basten, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Cristiano Ronaldo! Danger averted for now. Italy are looking to go forward now. Now it's Mbappe. Yamal. Neymar. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Great effort, but no way through. Up towards the front line. Quality ball. And it's Kukçu. Musiala. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yamal. And it's Eze. Neymar.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
All the way back. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Kaka. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Bastoni. And Yamal. Bastoni. Yamal. And it's Eze. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Eze. Eze looking to penetrate opposition lines. Cristiano Ronaldo. Van Basten. Well, that pass isn't the best. Yamal. Looking to play him in. It's Pedri. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
And here's Neymar. Bastoni gets a foot in here. Pedri! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, no, that could be a costly miss.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And it's Batistuta. Portugal can consider themselves just about safe now. Pedri. Yamal. Good chance here! And that tested the keeper.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Pass somewhat off target. Van de Ven. Now, can they get him away? And he's picked it up out wide. Crossed into a mighty effort! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Yamal. He's got away.
Such good technique.
Engages and forces him off the ball. This could be their final throw of the dice. And it's been taken short. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Can he get away here? And that is that. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, you can never emphasise enough just how important it is to have a dependable goalkeeper, and this fella, Emi Martinez, is certainly one that fits the bill. He's one of the characters left in the game nowadays. I mean, people describe him as a little eccentric, and truth be told, he is at times, but I think we need that in the modern game. We need our characters, we need our big personalities, and I'm glad we've got one here.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too, no doubt. Van Basten! He's been taken out. Could that be a penalty? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
What a start. Free Cristiano Ronaldo! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. He's gone for goal. That was superb goalkeeping.
Marquinhos clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Portugal with the corner, they're first. And now they can clear their lines. And here's Musiala, Pedri. And it's Van Basten. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Di Maria, he's shifting through the gears here. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
In by DiMarco. Another chance from a corner. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Delivers with whip. Bastoni gets it away. Pavard carries the ball down the right. Played back in. And he's there to clear it. Pavard has got himself a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Pavard. Oh, super ball. Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now the ball in. And that has been cleared. Pedri. Still goalless. Conte. For Van Basten. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's found a way past. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vitinha, out to the left it goes. Serginho, that's good play, just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Safi Salih really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
It's Asa!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Referee's given a throw. Cross into the box. And that is a little undercooked. That's a lovely, neat pass. This looks promising. And no, he's seen through all of that. And it's Serginho. That ball looks a good one. And he's managed... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
It's their second corner of the game. There's the header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, super find. And he's in a decent chance! 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Van Basten. Cristiano Ronaldo. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
Vitinha. Spread out to the left. Serginho's cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Hazard! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Madrid have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Oh, played right into his path. Great ball, it goes for a shot! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
En el marcador se puede ver información sobre las líneas de autobuses que cuentan con una parada en las inmediaciones del estadio.
There's the start of the second half.
Portugal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now, can they get him away? Bastoni, Musiala, Van Basten, Pedri, Conte. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Serginho. Safi Sali. It's a really well-measured ball. And this is Hazard. It's anyone's ball now. Out towards the flank. Plays the return pass. He shifted it to the flank.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Some resolute defending there. Conte. Safi Sali. Oh, good spread. Now it's Di Maria. Hazard. Di Maria.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Portugal still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Hazard. Oh, nicely intercepted. Kaka. 60 minutes played. Now it's Musiala. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
has a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Looking tidy in possession here. And it's Pedri. Vitinha did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Portugal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Di Marco. Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Into the last quarter of an hour. Portugal finding their passes.
Portugal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, it's just a little long.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Hazard receives it in a wide position. Hangs in a cross. Cleared without hesitation. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well timed, excellent interception.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Van Basten. Portugal are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Kaká picks it up out wide. No mistake! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
They get a throw in. Oh, they could be caught out here. Kukçu. Van Basten. And no, that was never going to make it. And here's Griezmann. Mbappe. And time is up. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to the title against all the odds. I think he had 21 clean sheets that year, which is over half the games, and proof that goalkeepers can make a real difference.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Bastoni attempts a clearance. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Opts for safety. Nagatomo. Bastoni. Now Van de Ven. It has been a rather gentle affair so far.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And this is Ronaldo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Kaka. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Musiala. Caught offside that time. Pinches it off him.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Gives it back. Van de Ven calmly anticipates. Kukcu. Gelhardt. Hadziametovic. Cross flung in towards the middle. Mignon claims it, safe hands. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a decent clearance. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Musiala. Rijkaard. And here's Kaka. And this is... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Decent enough try. Approaching the half-hour mark. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, just skips past his man. Kaka. Shot could be on. Oh, the clearance is short. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He is just caressing the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Saliba gets it away. Musiala. And it's Kukcu. Nicely spread. Kaka. Kaka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Knocks it out wide. Van Basten. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. No, that's been intercepted. Ah, he's given it away. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot's on here. They're urging him to shoot. And this is Ronaldo. Van Basten! Goal! Portugal! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Hull looking to pass their way through.
Gelhardt really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Big chance! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Van Basten. Kaká providing an outlet on that flank. It's a mighty effort!
Well, he certainly was.
And that's it for the first half, a breathless ending. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Portugal sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And we are back on the way.
Van Basten really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Bastoni cuts out the pass. That's a little off target. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Egan. And he's been shifted off it. Kukçu. Portugal finding their passes. Tries to pass it through. Musiala. Musiala plays it in.
That's good defensive concentration.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Aimed beyond the defence. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Almost an hour gone. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Kaká. And it's Kukçu. Hadžiahmetović. And that's another good win of the ball. Kaká. Gets into some space. And it's made its way to him. Kaká. Van Basten. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it takes a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
A case now of complete control. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
Van Basten. And this is Ronaldo, and he's running through. Cristiano Ronaldo! It's in! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He won't be happy with that one. Knocks it into space. Now, can they get him away? It's Cristiano Ronaldo in for the pieces. And he hits the net. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And yes, it's him again. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Musiala taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Portugal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, that has not gone well. Gelhardt. Hadziametovic. Gelhardt. Now it's McBurney. That's a good ball out wide. Portugal making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Gelhardt. Some good work on the right flank here. And here's the chance to counter. Nicely weighted ball. And there goes the final whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponent. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I see this guy up at Meccano as a very modern-day centre-back. Quick, good with his feet, confident moving the ball.
And Messi! Goal! Milan! The ideal start!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Portugal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. It's a throw-in. Out again for a throw-in. Van Basten, Kaká, and he's managed to get free. Has crossed into the middle. Nice interception, well timed. Van Basten. Now Kaká. And this is Van Basten. Azar. Now it's Forlan. Kukçu. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, this is a great position. Azar. Forlan just eases him off the ball. And it's Musiala. And this is Ronaldo. He's being urged to shoot. Musiala going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi. Now it's Forlan. And it's Camavinga. Hazard. Quarter of an hour played. And back it goes.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Milan finding their passes.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Looking for a runner. Lovely, now then. He's had a shot! Sticks it away! Portugal are level. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Hazard cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And it's Kukçu. Looking for the run. It's hit the upright. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Threads one in. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Short changes him with that pass. Kaká, he's got away. Oh, what has happened here? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Tries a deft little ball. And he gets rid in a hurry. Approaching the half-hour mark. And that's really well manoeuvred. Vitinha. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Messi. Hazard. Nicely weighted ball. Bastoni gets over and intercepts. Portugal are looking to break at pace. Nagatomo. Ronaldo chasing after it. Musiala. And it's Kukçu. Knocks it into space. Tries a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Musiala clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Well, that has not gone well. Milan are looking to go forward now. And here's Musiala. Can he get it through? And the shot! Goal! Portugal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 15.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Portugal go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And that's a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Kukçu. Van Basten. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, just skips past his man. Rodri. Oh, there's a probing ball. Spread it left. To Hazard.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Nagatomo does really well there, strong defending. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mignon gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. And we hit half-time. Portugal come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Portugal head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. Pass is just off target. Kukçu. Lobbed in behind. Spread neatly. Nagatomo makes the interception. Messi with the short one. Can he find the finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Just off target. Upamecano. Kukçu. Rijkaard. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. A temporary retreat here. Musiala. Musiala will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nicely shaped ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Rodri. It's a good spell of possession, this. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, nicely intercepted. White. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And he is going into that little black book. Good running, strong and purposeful. And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! It's in! And this is getting better and better. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Some good work on the right flank here. That's an imaginative pass. And the cross comes in, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Rodri. Not the most accurate pass. And that is a little undercooked. Hazard. Oh, it's a great ball here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Goes for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were going the other way. Exactly what you need when you're playing on the counter-attack.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
It's their second corner of the game. Good read, needed to be. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, brilliant save.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Hazard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nagatomo. Couldn't squeeze it through. Park Ji-sung. Could move up a gear here. And the pass is intercepted. Played out towards the right wing. Kukçu. Messi. Well read. And the danger is averted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rijkaard. Kukçu. Kukçu is always looking to break lines. Messi. And it's Vitinha. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Rijkaard, who's set up 1 goal so far. Portugal looking to pass their way through. And the number on the board is 3. Bastoni. Kukçu. White. Van Basten. And time is up. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Van Basten. Voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw it.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here.
The Dutch have a great heritage of producing some of the most talented strikers, and this one has it all.
The one and only Marco van Basten.
A scorer of outrageous goals.
Have you played against him, Jim?
No, maybe just as well.
Garnacho. Koundé. Gravenberg. Kubasi. Saliba. Koundé. And it's Koundé. Now Saliba. Kubasi. And back to the goalkeeper. Rijkaard. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And they've got a throw. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Well, that has not gone well. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Koundé. Great defending, strong and determined. Saliba. Not the most convincing of passes. De Bruyne. That's an imaginative pass. No, it's come to nothing. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. McAllister. Now it's Girassi. Saliba calmly anticipates. Now it's Van Basten. Musiala, he's picked his way through. And that has been knocked clear.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. He's not got that quite right. And that is as far as they're going to go. De Bruyne. And it's Van Basten. He's being urged to shoot. Musiala! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's made its way to him. And he's cut it out. De Bruyne. And that has left him in a heap. Saliba with the foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
substituição para Portugal. Número 17. Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar com o número 21. Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Portugal have rung the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Foot in. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He can get that clear. That's the corner kick.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Deep cross. He rises!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he was quick to react. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Saliba. Gravenberg.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Messi. Searching pass he's played there. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Bayer. Van der Ven. Kukcu. Musiala. Looking for options for movement. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, there could be danger here. Kaká.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Portugal have their second corner now. Real chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a wry smile there.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Shapes to shoot! Gravenberg gets it clear. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Musiala. Van der Ven. And the first half is done. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Portugal ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Portugal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, good-looking ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Girassi, knocks it out wide. Garnacho. This looks promising. Oh, shooting chance! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And here's McAllister. He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nice-looking ball. Oh, that's fabulous. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bastoni gathers from the goal kick. Van de Ven. And it's Van Basten. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Musiala. Look at the space here. Kaká takes a shot. He scores! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Portugal have taken the lead.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a
And a chance! He has done it! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Portugal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And that's going to be a booking.
Substituição para Portugal.
Time for a change in personnel. Gravenberg. McAllister. Nice bit of trickery. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Girassi. Kukçu.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, nicely intercepted. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Engages and forces him off the ball. Van de Ven. Portugal will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Nagatomo. Van Basten. And it's Van Basten. Now it's Girassi. In with the challenge. Can he get it through? And this is Ronaldo. De Bruyne. McAllister. Kukçu. Nagatomo. And Bastoni. Spread it left. Van de Ven. Hazard chasing after it. Van Basten. Hazard is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, well played.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And he shoots! In he goes again! And it's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Van de Ven. Saliba into the last 5 minutes. Iraq finding their passes. And it's Gravenberg. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Saliba, Gravenberg. And Kubasi.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de compensação.
Koundé. Kubasi. Van de Ven. Now De Bruyne. And it's Gravenberg. Oh, that's well spotted. And that's that. Portugal pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the sense...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, as you can see, we've already started here.
Luis Figo, now there's a class act.
You can't disagree with that.
Well, he loves to roam.
Takes a shot! Goal! Barcelona! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Musiala going face-to-face with his great rival. Musiala! There's the header! Bellingham. And the counter is on. Bellingham. Now it's Messi. Oh, important interception. Kaka. Kukçu. So, what can they make of this? And it's Van Basten. Van Dijk. Now Costa Curta. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Kukçu.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Hakimi. Bellingham. Looking for options for movement. Cristiano Ronaldo. Big chance! It's in! Portugal are level! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And here's Bellingham. Spread it left. Figo crosses. And he's taking no chances there. Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Saliba attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Van Basten turns back here, probably the best option. Not the most accurate pass. Pedri, and it's Figo. And that is a little undercooked. Van Basten. Now it's Musiala. Picked out brilliantly. Can he finish? Goal! Portugal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
He's having a shot! That was a matter of inches.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Kukçu. Portugal looking to pass their way through. A probing pass. Pedri. Now it's Figo. Figo goes on a charge down the left. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Rijkaard. Now it's Messi. Bellingham. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. Costa Curta. Pedri. Portugal looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Looking for the run. Musiala receives it in a good position. Musiala! In for the pieces! Oh, taken with style! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And they're not going to make any further progress now. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Played into space.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And here's Musiala. Oh, that's superb. Chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.